Hello everyone, Swadika. I hope you are doing very well. So today we are going to study about human body system. In human body system, we have like four system. The first one we have like for digestive system when we eat something that is digest in our body. Second, we have circulatory system where our blood moves all our body from head to the bottom. The third, we have nervous system where our brain works, give us signal. The fourth and the last is skeleton system, like when we move our hand, our bones, our finger. So my first question is with you. What is cell? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. So just think about like cell. Cell is considered like how a house we make. Like we make this house, you can see here, there is like a building blocks. We can say like a small brick. So what is cell? Cell is structural, functional, and biological unit of living beings. The human body, our body is composed of trillions of cells. They provide structure to body, take nutrition from food, convert nutrition into energy, and carry out specialization function. So as you can see in the picture, we have like this is the cells, and here is also the cell. On the next slide, we have cell. Cell makes up tissue. Like when you connect like cell, they makes tissue. And you can see here like we have human cell. The next we have like tissues makes up organ. So like cell into tissue. Tissue makes organ like heart, brain, eyes, digestive organ like that. So in tissues we have four types of tissue. We have connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. So nervous tissue we have in our like brains, nervous system, muscles tissues we have like in our hands. Connective tissue like when they are connecting our bones. And organs make up our organ system. So as you see like the system, we have like four systems: digestive system, skeletal system, circulatory system, nervous system. So the first we are going to study about the digestive system. So the digestive system, here is the example for you. So as you can see, like it start from the mouth and it finish to the downside rectum. So the journey through the digestive system, when we eat from like mouth, when we eat something, it goes in our mouth. The food turns into small pieces when we have with the help of teeth and saliva. And then after that, it passes through the esophagus that carries the food from mouth to our stomach. The third is like stomach. We have the stomach here. As you can, stomach churns and mix food with gastric juice. What is gastric juice? That is HCl, hydrochloric acid. After that is in the stomach, we have like other parts like pancreas, liver, gallbladder. Pancreas produce enzyme that helps break down the food. Liver produce bile juice, break down fat and removes toxics. Gallbladder removes the bile, the liver products. Then we have like small intestine. Small intestine like digest and absorb proteins from the fat, carbohydrates and water. Then we have the large intestine like which have like absorb water and salt from the food, leaving a soft mass called stool. Like after absorbing water, salt, food, digestion and proteins, fat, carbohydrates, monocarbohydrates. After that, what we have the remaining product that is like we can call it like stool. Here we have stool. So the stool passes after from the large intestine, it passes through this way and goes to the rectum, which is like act of like temporary storage, and it goes like poop. Then we have anus, where is like where stool goes out our body. And as we have seen, like in like our body, we have like digestion. Like during digestion, food breakdowns into smaller or molecules, and that is we have like carbohydrates. You know what is carbohydrates? Anyone? Can you tell me like carbohydrates? So carbohydrates is this. like when we eat like rice, potato, French fries, burger, chicken. So when we eat the food, like there is the presence of carbohydrates. So in our body, during digestion, carbohydrates break down into glucose. So the formulas we have like C6H12O6 that is present in the form of aqueous, and we have 6O2 that is also present, and it breaks down into 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 6 molecules of water plus, and what we have remaining is like energy is which we have like ATP, adenine triphosphate. This energy used for functioning for body, like when we move our body we need our like power, we need energy to move, to carry on. Got it? हो जाए mai? हो जाए? Okay. So for this process, like digestion of food, our body is an example of combustion reaction. Like here, when the food digested, like we have like combustion reaction. And the next one we have our is the circulatory system, circulation. Circulation is like what? When we have like our blood circulate from, like we have heart circulate from left and comes back from the right side. So parts of the heart. But the first one we have aorta. Aorta is the largest artery in our body, originated from the left ventricles from here above side of the heart and distribute oxygenated blood to all our organs and tissue. Then second we have vena cava. Vein, major vein responsible for returning deoxygenated blood from our body to our heart, like for like aorta gives like purified blood and it goes like this, and vena cava is like when the blood comes return back our body, like the bad blood, deoxygenated blood, it comes back to our body. Then we have like left pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from heart to the right ventricle to the lungs for oxygenation. Then we have right atrium, a heart chamber that receive blood from veins before pumping. You know, like when you say like pumping. Pumping it is like into the ventricles. And we have left vent atrium, a heart chamber that receive blood from lungs before pumping to the ventricles. Then we have right ventricle. Right ventricle is here. A right ventricle, a heart chamber that pumps blood to the lungs. The lungs, we say, when we breathe, for that it goes to the lungs. And in the last, we have like ventricle, left ventricle, a heart chamber that pumps blood to the either of the rest of the body and remaining part. The circulatory system, as you see, like here, for example, like heart. For here we have like the heart. Sorry, the heart, the purified blood, pumps blood to over all our body. And here second we have like veins which carries the deoxygenated blood back to the heart. And arteries that carries what here we say the arteries carries the oxygenated blood to our all the body organs. The third one we have the nervous system. So in for example we say like nervous system. What is nervous system? We use our like for brain. For example, like I have this pen pinch. Like if I do like pinching on my finger, if my nervous system is working, so if I pinch like this, I get no oi, oi, oi. So it's like oi, oi, paining. Like we can get no like our brain is having pain, so we can feel the reflex action. So when we feel that reflex action is for like major possible is like this nervous system. So nervous systems, our nervous system contains brain, nerves, autonomic nerves and peripheral nerves. The brain is like our central organ. The central organ of nervous system responsible for processing information when we walk, controlling our body, left, right, and coordinate response to stimuli. Nervous, like bundles of fiber transmit electrical shape. How do I say, like maybe we can make a shape like this and which transfer like neurons. If you see here, sorry, I can't see, like here you can see like transforming the message. Then we have autonomic nerves regulate inventory bodical function such as heartbeat, digestion, respiratory, maintaining internal balance like when you walk, that's why. Peripheral nervous system is connecting the central nervous system to muscles, organs, and sensory receptors. This skull. you see like we have the skull. The skull is like we have the frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporary lobe is this one the here, then occipital lobe. We have this side, back side here, occipital like behind his head, and the downside is like cerebellum. You can see like this arena. So the frontal lobe plays a crucial role for like decision making, volunteer muscles movement, aspect of personality when you have like emotion, when you feel like sad or like happy. So it's like frontal lobe. Whenever you feel like happy, it's like your frontal lobe. Then we have like parietal lobe. Parietal lobe like process sensory information involves awareness and motor combination interest. Like is for like if you again the same like when I like pinch on your finger, so you get like oh something is pinching. So you get like in the ear when you feel like it's like parietal lobe. हो जाए हो जाए mai. I know like hard is it not? Oh, have. Okay, then we have like temporal lobe involve processing auditory information. When we hear is responsible here. When we hear like aspect of language comprehension. Then the fourth is like occipital lobe, responsible for processing visual information and interpreting visual stimuli. Like when we see, watch something, when we want to watch something. The last we have like cerebellum, responsible for coordinating volunteers, maintaining a level of balance, fine tuning. Uh, okay, that's all for your today's lesson. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Okay, if you have like any questions, you can like come after the class. Okay. Okay, ขอบคุณครับ